tracking system. And when we passed the report, when we passed and allowed them to proceed with this new number plates, the instruction was that they would come and update the house at least after every 6 months. We have been seeing media reports that the vehicle number plates, the car trackers that we had hoped would track the vehicles, is actually not doing what we had hoped. And this information has been in the media. So, Right Honorable Speaker, since the ministers are here, would it not be procedural right for you to direct them to bring a report as directed when we are passing the report to this House? How are we performing, Right Honorable Speaker? And we are going into the budgeting process, Right Honorable Speaker. Some of the monies that are supposed to fund the road fund have actually going to go to yes, they are actually going to go to the investor who has invested in this number plate system. So, Right Honorable Speaker, would it not be right that the ministers bring a statement as to how we are performing and the progress made so far before we get into the budgeting process, so that we can know what to do, whether to abandon and start afresh with some other company or proceed? Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Minister for Works, I think Tuesday, because this was a commitment made.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Through you, if you guide and give us space to the paper, we shall provide a comprehensive statement on the performance of our digital number plates. But however, my dear honorable colleague, I would like to say we haven't received any formal complaint in regard to what you are saying, that the digital number plates are not working.
Thank you.
Social media, people can choose to communicate whatever they wish, but Right Honorable Speaker, we shall bring a statement to inform the House on how we are progressing. Well, thank you.
On Tuesday, but there was also a strong statement which was made that of late you're not here as the Minister of Works. I've not presided over the House for the last 3 weeks, so I don't know whether you have been attending. So that record is an indictment that would need to be just no. About what on numbers now?
Mr. Speaker, the last time I raised the matter here concerning the Kampala Ginger Road and the interim measures to do with the problem on that road, a real crisis. Under your instruction, Mr. Speaker, you ordered the Minister of Transport to come here and tell this House what they are doing.
Thank you.
It's now weeks after they have not returned, and now they are undertaking to bring other statements instead, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Now, honorable colleagues, I've told you several times. These are colleagues. I don't order colleagues. Please, I don't direct and I don't order. These are colleagues. We talk, and most of them have always responded positively. So, Honorable Echeru, you want me to order?
Right, Honorable, first of all, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, and I want to thank my colleague Fred for ably handling the transport question. Right, Honorable and colleagues, we are 3 in the ministry, and we have agreed with our senior colleague that say, like, when General Katumba is here, my humble self and Fred should be doing some field work. When I'm here, Fred and General Katumba should be doing some field work, and so on and so forth.
Now 2 of you are here.
Yes,
how do
I am coming. Now today, I happen to be coming to check on my little pension, and then I thought I should come and reinforce my colleague.
So you're here by accident?
It's really my colleague. It's really my colleague who is handling the docket today. So for my colleague, Opendi, I know of course Opendi would have wanted me to compare notes with her outside here, which is not a good thing. But
no, but she has said you have not been here of late, and you have not answered. You've only explained about your rota. We are here last week.
We are here. We are here.
Last week, were you here?
Yes, right.
Okay.
General Katumba was here, and
Thank
when
you.
he's here, there's me and Fred. We can
then
do other things.
Ginger Road. When can we get an update on
Ginger Road, Right Honorable, there are a few things that we are sorting out, and we don't want to bring a half-baked report here.
No, the issue of it being motorable, okay? Not the construction. What are you doing to make it motorable? Interim measures.
We have a company which we have not paid, Right Honorable, for a bit of time. They have certificates that we haven't made good. We are in touch with the Minister of Finance, and in the next few days, there will be some resources released that used to come through UNRWA. It is now coming to, this House was very kind to change the vote from the former UNRWA to now the ministry. But the actualization of the cash is now just in the process. The moment that is done, we are going to sort out these contractors, and work will resume in Ginger up to Mabera.
So update us next week, Honorable. Let's keep in touch, okay? Honorable Minister for Local Government.
Briefly, I join my colleagues to congratulate you. The potential you exhibited is a benefit to all of us. Congratulations. Right Honorable Speaker and members, the country has 594 parishes that have received PDM money to date. But 594, pay attention. But the Electoral Commission has 717,000. 123 parishes have not yet received PDM because they are not coded. And the reason they are not coded is they are not created by the Ministry of Local Government, approved by Parliament. The mistake came, as I explained last week, this matter was here once again, when Electoral Commission demarcates areas to ease the election distance. Members take advantage thinking that these are already government-approved parishes, which is not true. So because they are not coded, they don't have an instruction of operation generated by the mandated Ministry of Local Government. They are not forwarded to the Ministry of Finance for funding. However, now that elections are going to take place, these have also been earmarked for elections, and now they will become official, get coded after getting an instruction from the ministry, and finance will respect them. And
now, honorable colleagues, I think this is an issue we need to look into deeply. I have 2 parishes of that kind in my constituency. I took trouble to engage with the Minister of Local Government, Minister of Finance, and even the Electoral Commission, and I found these were parishes which the district passed in the resolution when they were creating a sub-county, but they were not included in the instrument of the minister. So down on the ground, people know there are parishes. But on this other side, there are no parishes. They are not gazetted. And with the ruling of Honorable Kwizera, you remember, you cannot create administrative units in the middle of a term. So I went, I'm giving my experience, I went, I met my people, I explained to them that you are going to start getting parish model money in 2026 after you have been gazetted, voted, readers elected, okay? And the situation normalized. That's how I handled mine. And of course, they know I wouldn't be lying to them. They understood. So the issue would be, when was this parish created? Huh?
Right Honorable Speaker, you are correct on one aspect, that some of these parishes were created by the district council when the Electoral Commission was doing the demarcation. In my case, and in some of them, elections were done in the last election cycle. The only omission, which the minister said, the minister refused to capture it on the Gazette. But we have councillors paid by government, recognized. We have parish chiefs paid by government in some of these parishes. So this
Even me, I have parish chiefs.
Yeah, so you have parish chiefs, you have councillors.
They said.
So, Right Honourable Speaker, my proposal that this matter should be referred to the Committee of Local Government to look through it and bring for us a report here.
No, Honourable colleagues, that will be long. I think what we can do, Honourable colleagues, I think let the minister present a statement on these parishes. Okay? Let the minister present a statement on these parishes explaining how they were created, when they were created, and we see if there are those which qualify before we go back to the committee. Okay? Honourable Minister?
Most obliged, Right Honourable Speaker.
Honourable Minister, this can be even ready for Thursday because it should be, or even tomorrow.
Give me up to next week, Right Honourable Speaker, on Tuesday. Yes.
So
I
Tuesday.
want to promise what I can fulfill. Thank you, Right
Honourable
Honourable.
Minister, Tuesday, okay? Honourable Minister for Finance, I hope you don't reopen this.
Mr. Speaker, we are not reopening. However, as the minister has said, for PDM purposes, the parishes we know in our records are 10,594 parishes. These exclude the cases of like the two you have in your constituency, and also it is true in my district there is one parish. However, Mr. Speaker, we are the Ministry of Finance. We don't want any Ugandan to miss an opportunity to access parish development model. And what have we done? We have advised the accounting officers in the district that these parishes, before they were created, these were villages from a parish. For instance, in my district, the original parish is Kagarama, with 11 villages which were divided into two. And what we have done, we have said we are sending 100 million to this original parish, and it is still the people in the villages which were annexed to another parishes, which became part of another parish, are also still part of the original, and they are benefiting from PDM. I therefore encourage colleagues to work with their cows to ensure that these people go back to their original parishes for PDM purposes and they benefit accordingly. Thank you.
Thank you. Honourable Sir Maureen. Let's wait for the statement, Honourable colleagues. Honourable Sir Maureen.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. I join my colleagues in congratulating you on behalf of Arua City. Right Honourable Speaker, I rise on a matter of national importance. The matter that I have before this August House has been there. Now that we are heading towards the elections, the people of Aivuni in Aiv West, that is in Arua City, they have been for such a long time pleaded with the government. The contractors of Ministry of Energy, when they went to install high electric voltage poles in Arua City, the contractors went off board. They went deep down in people's land, yet were informed where the pole lands, you are not supposed to do any cultivation or any development. Now, most of the land that is owned by our people is customary, and they are small in sizes. My people are wondering, how can it be possible that these poles are installed deep down in their lands as per the agreed, surveyed places for installation? The Ministry of Energy should come in to correct whatever mess they caused there. Otherwise, it has become a problem for us, the leaders. Right, Honorable Speaker? I request that the ministry should go down there in Arua City. Let them go and realign whatever poles, because we are told those poles have radiation effects on people. That means health-wise can affect them. I'm talking about high electric voltage poles, not just ordinary poles. So I request the minister to meet the leadership of Arua City and such they can sort this before we go for campaigns. Otherwise, we are killing the votes of His Excellency. Thank you.
Thank you. I request the government chief whip to arrange a meeting between the Minister of Energy and MPs from Arua City. Thank you. Honorable Hassan Chirumira.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I also raise on a matter of national importance regarding a hailstorm that ravaged Bombo Town Council and Nyimbwa Sub-County in Luero District. Yesterday, on the 3rd of February, there was a heavy downpour that ravaged a number of facilities and households in Bombo Town Council and in Nyimbwa. 6 schools have been destroyed: Bombo Secondary School, Bombo Umeya Primary School, Nkoko Njeru Islamic Primary School, Bombo High School Oshanam, St. Mary's Secondary School, and Namaliga Secondary School. Honorable Speaker, the community has a market, popularly known called Nkoko Njeru, and that market in Namaliga has been destroyed with the roof taken off by the heavy rains. Honorable Speaker, the magnitude of the damage is a big one. At Bombo Secondary School, the boys' hostels, the entire roof was swept off, and the students have no accommodation at all. The computer lab was also destroyed by a falling tree. Teachers' houses were also destroyed. As we speak now, teachers have nowhere to stay. At the primary school, 5 classrooms have been destroyed. Today morning, I also went to Lukore, at Lukole SS. The entire building, the roof was swept off. Honorable Speaker, our community is in dire need of government support. We are well aware that in 2018, the President passed a directive to refurbish Bombo SS. And the people of Bombo believe this hailstorm is in response to the fact that there is some delays in terms of actualizing the presidential directive. And these are our prayers, Right Honorable Speaker. First and foremost, for the Prime Minister's office and the Line Ministry to get on the ground and ascertain the extent of damage caused by the rains. 2, for the Prime Minister's office and Minister of Disaster to extend iron sheets, timber and nails to repair the ravaged classrooms, and also extend to Lukole SS iron sheets, timber and nails to repair the classrooms of that particular school. Provide tents, and this is a critical and Right Honorable Speaker, provide tents and tarpaulin to provide temporary accommodation for the students who do not have hostels. And finally, Right Honorable Speaker, to provide blankets and mosquito nets to the learners who do not have anything, including provision of books. Some of them lost all their educational materials, uniforms, books, textbooks, and everything. And for the wider community of Bombo and Nyimbwa, Right Honorable Speaker, many people's homes have been destroyed. As we speak now.
Thank you, Honorable. Honourable
Just
Minister
last
for
one.
Disaster Preparedness. Honourable Chirume, hadn't you concluded on? Yeah, but you're taking long, I don't know.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. We moved around Bombo Town Council and Nyimbwa. Our people are homeless. Most of them do not even have food. So we pray that the Prime Minister extend some food to them to help them go through this very difficult period. Allow me lay pictures of those different schools that were destroyed, and the letter from the cow of Luero explaining the extent of the damage. I beg to lay.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Right Honourable Speaker, I would like to
Honourable,
confirm.
you give the documents to the clerk. You don't just pass on that side.
Right Honourable Speaker, I would like to confirm that it's true that my colleague, the issues he raised are true. And this morning, I sent a team of technical people to go on ground and ascertain the magnitude of the damage. However, Right Honourable Speaker, some of the prayers are not going to be handled by the ministry. But what we have done as a ministry, we are collaborating with Red Cross and UNICEF to provide a temporary shelter to the schools that are affected, so the students who are there can find where to take refuge. Secondly, we will be organizing some iron sheets to deliver to the affected schools. Timbers and nails are not provided by the ministry, so this will not be possible. And food, we will be able to provide food as well, depending on the quantity that we have in the stores, because the population affected is quite big. So I would like to request my colleague to come to office, and we can sit down and draw a clear strategy on how we can support the community. Thank you.
Thank you. Honourable Narima.
Thank
Honourable colleagues, we don't have much time. It's Rob.
Mr. Speaker, I just wanted to have our records correct. I am very delighted by the Minister, the assurance he has given to this honourable member. But asking a member of Parliament to pick those items, procedurally it is the cow. I don't know. Could you be guided? And who would give him transport? That's what I wanted to know, Mr. Speaker. Because we have had such challenges here.
The Minister wants to clarify her statement.
Let me just clarify. I didn't mention that. The procedure for any item to be delivered to the affected people is dependent on the report from the cow. And these items are delivered to the district headquarters and received by the cow at the district, not an individual member of Parliament or anybody. We don't even allow your transport because the Office of the Prime Minister has got a transportation to your destinations.
I think the problem with Honourable Seungu was the invitation of his member to your office without his permission. Yes, Honourable Narima, that was on a light note, I'm sure. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Switch on, switch on.
Right Honourable Speaker, before I commence, I join several Ugandans to congratulate you upon this new role of President of OSCPS. Right Honourable Speaker, my matter concerns compensation for the affected widows and several other people from Butsi Islands. Right Honourable Speaker, as I visited the island over the weekend, I met several widows. And these widows, they became so because several of their husbands were killed by wild animals, especially hippos on Lake Victoria. Right Honourable Speaker, the widows narrated to me, and together with the chairperson of Busi sub-county, that they went ahead to seek for compensation for Uganda Wildlife Authority because the numbers affected were over 100. When they went ahead to seek for compensation from the from the Uganda Wildlife Authority, now they had to be asked for requirements. And these requirements included death certificates. When they went to NERA to ask for the death certificates, now NERA could only issue certificates, but the cause of the deaths could only include natural death. And this could not attract compensation. Right, Honorable Speaker, given such scenarios whereby over 36 certificates had been processed, but now compensation could not proceed, could we have the following, and these are my prayers. Can the widows be aided, together with other people, be aided to have compensation in time so that they can be financially supported? And 2, can we have NERA review its system such that its database provides for compensation for eventualities which include the human-wildlife conflict deaths, such that later on, when they can process the death certificate, it does not only have to provide for natural deaths, they can be provided for such occurrence. I beg to pray.
Thank you, Honourable Minister for Tourism. How can these people be helped?
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. And I want to join my colleagues in congratulating you upon attaining that important leadership position. Indeed, it's true. Whereas some individuals were compensated in Busi Island by Uganda Wildlife Authority, there were also a number of claims that were rejected as a result of lack of complete documents. And like the Honorable has said, what was submitted were NERA death certificates that either only show natural or unknown as causes of death. Usually what we need is a post-mortem report or a medical report plus a police report to support a claim for compensation. Right Honourable Speaker, I've picked interest in the matter. I'm going to help my colleague and communicate to the affected families so that proper documentation is submitted for compensation. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, maybe